Hello everyone, I'm Xianghui Yang, the fourth author of BriNet. I'm the PhD student from the University of Sydney. This work was done with Byron Wang, Kaige Chen, Xinchi Zhou, and Dr. Shuai Yi, under the supervision of Dr. Wanli Ouyang and Dr. Luping Zhou. I'm glad to share our paper here. Recent CNN-based methods have made significant progress in semantic segmentation. However, the training of these models relies on large-scale datasets, and the image classes from training set and testing set are totally same. Then, if we train a model on a training set, but test it on another set, which contains totally new classes, what will happen? The answer is obvious. The model's performance will decrease significantly. Then, the future of semantic segmentation was proposed to solve this problem. How to segment target objects in a query image only given limited annotated images. Previous future segmentation frameworks always adopt a typical Y-shaped architecture, which contains a support branch and a query branch. The support branch inputs are annotated images, named support images, and the input of the query branch is a query image, which contains the target objects. From high levels, the support images point out target category and guide the segmentation on query image. Our BriNet focuses on the hardest one-shot scenario, which means we only use one image with its annotations as support inputs. Our motivations and contributions are listed as follows. First, we found previous Y-shaped networks fills the two branches with the coarse method, leaving the intra-class gaps between support and query images. Thus, we introduce an information exchange module to encourage more information contributions between two branches. Besides, we represent the masked objects in the support image in a relatively more fine-grained way to better localize the objects in multi-scale correlation module. Second, we found the previous methods only regard support images as guidance, leaving the inter-class gaps between training and testing. So, we propose a new online refinement strategy to utilize the wasted information and adapt the trained model to unseen task objects. These figures show the overall architecture of our BriNet. We adopt ResNet 50, modified from DeepLab as our model backbone. In view of the task characteristics, we abandon the fourth res block and the later layers, which is consistent with the existing works. The features of support and query images are extracted separately. After that, we multiply support feature maps with support binary mask to filter out background. Then, after information exchange in IEM and target object localization in MCM, the target objects are segmented by three residual convolutional layers, actual spatial parameter pooling, and a 5-layer decoder in sequence. The details of information exchange module and multi-scale correlation module are shown in subfigure B and subfigure C. IEM takes features from support and query as inputs. It consists of a non-local block and a sequence and excitation block, where the non-local block is used for information exchange and the SE block aims to boosting channel information of target objects. This figure describes the process of how to add the support information into query. On the contrary, if we want to add the query information into support, we should use inputs in the brackets. In addition, in MCM, to represent the support image features better, we partition the whole object into subregions and conduct local pooling to capture more details. Then, how does our online refinement algorithm work? As known to all, with updating of deep learning-based models relies on gradients, but during testing, it's impossible to calculate the gradient due to lack of query annotations. Then we tactically switch the rules of the query and the support at the test stage. Specifically, first, we input support, query, and support mask to estimate the query mask, as what we did during training. Second, we switch the rules of the query and support, input them into the model again with estimated query mask to segment target objects on the support image. Third, given support ground truth mask and prediction mask, we can easily refine our model by minimizing the segmentation errors of the support image. This is an overview of our proposed BriNet, where we fully exploit the additional information which has not been well handled in the existing methods. Here are some experimental results in our paper. Because the support and query pairs will influence results, for fair comparison, we rerun the KNet and PGNet by ourselves using same support and query pairs in the testing. By comparison, the effectiveness of our framework is demonstrated, which outperforms other competitive methods and leads to a new state of the art on both MS COCO and Pascal VOC datasets. The performance of our on-fly model is better than that of the method FW&B, which even builds on a more powerful backbone network, ResNet 101. And our online refinement contributes more to the performance improvements when the segmentation task is hard. And this figure visualizes the feature maps before softmax function. We notice that IEM mainly contributes to remove some unrelated regions in query images, and MCM helps the model to find more potential reasonable regions. Up to now, the effectiveness of IEM and MCM are totally verified, but we still want to ask a question. Could our online refinement help other models improve the performance? Our answer is yes. To prove this point, we apply our online refinement to KNet and PGNet, and the experimental results show that it could also help them further, especially for hard tasks. Finally, in this slide, we visualize 6 examples of segmentation results from our proposed BriNet and previous Python models, KNet and PGNet. Given the same query image, all of them are able to segment different classes with different support examples as guidance. However, our BriNet can generate more accurate results compared with KNet and PGNet, even when both of them totally fail. If you are interested in our work, you can find more details in our paper and download our code from GitHub. If you have any question, please just feel free to send the email to me. Thanks for your attention.